All right, so now I'm recording this. So again, if you have any questions, you can get back to me either through the virtual classroom, email, whatever, and we can set up a time that we can get together. We can take a look at your problems that you're having. So this week, week 10, we have a test this week, and I have everything due on April 5th. So that doesn't mean that we're not doing anything next week. We're going to add more to it, but I understand this is a new learning environment for everyone, and not everyone has access to computers, and that's becoming an issue as well. Oh, we keep getting more people coming in. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about what we have going on tonight so we can get that taken care of. And then, let's see, close the one I wanted here. So I'm on my other screen now, bringing up our class so we can take a look at what we have going on. Did anybody have any questions, concerns about last week? Well, I mean, Mike, because Mike's just on the phone. So last week was pretty straightforward. This week we have one drawing and one test. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see that. And let's see. So you are looking at my computer screen. So when we go to week 10, in day number 1, which will be the first half of tonight, we have the V-guide drawing. The V-guide drawing is a 3-view drawing. I want you to finish this drawing before you even try to take the test. And do you have to take the test tonight? Heavens no. Okay. This drawing, you are going to have to draw all 3 views in order to find this edge. This line right here, because the V block is tapered, there's no measurement. So in the side view or the front view, you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to measure it. And then you'll project that over to the right side view, and the same thing with the top. So this one has to be drawn in all 3 views in order to get that. The test that you're going to take is very similar, not to this shape, but it's another drawing where you're going to have to draw all 3 views at the same time to get that to be complete. So you're going to draw this drawing at a quarter scale. So remember, when we go quarter scale, if we go back to assignments, we've got our limit sheet. I'm just bringing up our limit sheet here. If we're at a quarter scale, so a quarter inch equals an inch, we're going to set our limits at 528, 408. We know that our dim scale is going to be 48. Our LT scale is at 12, and our grid is at 12, snaps at 6. I don't worry about the grid and the snap and all that stuff right there. Simply just the size and the dim scale and LT scale for me is what I focus on. And then you'll have to, of course, scale your title block. Remember to scale your title block. You're going to scale your title block equal to the dim scale. So if we're at quarter scale, you're going to have to scale that title block up 4 times. So remember, scale the title block, pick 0, 0 as your base point, and your scale factor is going to be 4. So once you scale that up, you'll have the proper title block to draw that drawing in 3 view. So again, we're going to draw the V-guide. Very important that you get an opportunity to draw this thing first. It's going to be tough. You can't draw just 1 view and get the whole thing. The information's not available to you. There's some things that you're going to have to remember. Okay, for the example, we're over 2.5 and it's 90 degrees, which means that each one of these lines are at 45 degrees, right? So we can draw a line at 45 degrees. Trying to figure out where this point is right here is impossible. But if we draw a line over 2.5 and at 45 degrees down to the left and do the same thing for the right, where they intersect will give us that point. So it's not something that you can just say, hey, I need to know where that point is. So this drawing can be challenging. I will put a video up on it, a video of me drawing it just like I did last week. but I won't put that up until later tomorrow. It would be my suggestion that you not try and do the test tonight at all. Perhaps do the drawing tonight. Take a look at the drawing that I'll post tomorrow, so that once you've had an opportunity to try it, then you can see the video, see how it works, and then attempt the test on your own. When we get to the test, so we're in week 10, and it goes day 2, which is the second half of our class. There's 2 of these. The first one is the test, and the test is just a drawing test. There's no answers, but in here is where you're going to submit your AutoCAD file. So when you open the test, it's going to give you the same directions. It's going to tell you what to do, how to draw it. There's going to be a picture of what you're going to draw. It'll tell you that it's out of 35 points, and it'll say when you're done, submit your AutoCAD file. Then you have to submit a PDF of that same file in the test PDF. So, and this one I think is worth 10 points. You get 10 points just if you submit. So this is where I'm going to mark up your drawings. I'm going to be able to draw on them on Blackboard, but I'll put your test score within the test itself. So as I'll open up your test, I'll open up your PDF, I'll grade on my PDF, and then I'll put the test in the test score. So you'll be able to see what it is that you did right or wrong. And then I'll make some verbal notes. Hopefully those recordings are a little bit easier to follow than my doodles and sketches for some of you that got those verbal notes. So that's kind of the way that I'm going to do that. So I will probably have I would probably start seeing the test from you. I would expect probably around Wednesday of this week. I would start to see those coming in from you guys. Being so tomorrow, you'll take a look at the drawing to kind of check what you did compared to how I did it, and then we can have a good comparison. Does that make sense to everyone? Questions? No questions. Okay, so it's a quick week. Again, we're not coming back from break. We will be completely online for the rest of the semester. Our exam is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to do an exam on an exam day. I'm going to give you a portion of time to do your exam, just much like we're doing right now. So once we get closer, we'll talk about how the exam is going to work, but everything will work just like you're in class, except for you're going to be at home. So you'll be able to work on your exam, so you don't have to worry about, hopefully by that time we're back to work and doing things again, but you'll have extended amount of time. It won't be that, hey, I have this 2 hours. Now, the exam is timed, so once you open it, you will only have 2 hours to complete it, but you'll get to pick that 2-hour time span. It won't be, as a set time from, I'm going to say 6 o'clock. You'll be able to open it. Once you open it, the timer will start, and at 2 hours, it will time out. So you'll have to keep watch of your time and that sort of thing as you're taking the test. Okay? Questions about that? No. Everybody's okay with software? I know I had an email from somebody who was having an issue with email or with SolidWorks. Jeremy, who's not with us. Part of the problem with installs, I have no idea what's going on with your computer because every computer is different. Typically, I need to stream into you either through Zoom so I can see the errors and help you along that way. But just trying to guess if you're having an issue, I really can't do that because there's just too many variables. Okay? All right, so if you guys don't have any more questions, you've got the one drawing tonight. I'll get your assignments graded that you turned in or that were due for today. I'll get those graded, get that information back to you. You'll be able to work on the drawing tonight. I'll have that drawing from tonight posted so you'll be able to see it tomorrow. And then hopefully on Wednesday you can take a look at starting the test and working your way through that. The test is not timed, however. The test for tonight, test 2 is not timed, so you can take as much time as you need to complete that. Our goal is for you to be successful, not to crush you with a time clock. All right? All right, if no one else has any questions, that's all I have for you tonight. Hope everybody's healthy, stay healthy, social distance, lockdown, and we'll talk to you again. I want to do another meeting on Monday, so my plan is Mondays at 6. We'll do our meeting so that we can catch up and make sure everybody's where they need to be, and just keep our posting. So there'll be meetings like tonight, 15 to 20 minutes long, and then we'll get you going. All right? Okay. If you guys got another question, we'll see you guys. Stay healthy. We'll see you soon.